Duff is here. He dropped his two kids off. One is in Lenape, and the other
in
is
Saki.
in Saki.
So this is our third year as campers in Frost Valley.
And you also did family camp.
Did family camp as well.
Right.
I've done family camp, and 2 years ago I volunteered again
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
And during the staff soccer game, tore some kind of tendon or something.
I was in my mind. I was pretending to be 22
Yeah, you
again,
did, and you looked
but
it for about
unfortunately
15
my
minutes.
hamstring was 46, and I felt like I'd been shot. I went down crying like a baby.
Yeah,
and
I saw that. You
yes,
went down like a heat.
good.
I think that's it. Anyway, let's go back to the '80s. So
Yep.
your first summer was
First summer was working in Sequoia, first of all. Glenn Horton was the VC
Village chief,
who
yeah.
I'm meeting up with tonight. So I haven't seen him for 20 more years. So that's going to be great fun. I'll see him again.
And 86.
I also that summer took the Canadian bike trip up the Rideau Canal and Ottawa, Montreal.
This is 84?
That was 84.
84.
Yes.
Okay. And then in 85?
85, I was VC of Forest. And then I missed a year when I was at grad school. I missed 86 and I was back in 87, and I did, I think, the second half of the summer and family camp that year as well in Forest again.
That's 87, so
that's
that was
87.
it. Then you
that was
didn't
8,
come back?
And then I wasn't back here until the first time back after a gap of 20 years was 2007, and then we came just for family camp.
Right.
Because the rest of the family loved it so much,
Right.
I then volunteered to come back the following year.
While the kids were campers.
While the kids were campers,
Right.
and then my wife joined us, and we all stayed for family camp.
That's right.
My wife and I couldn't make it last year, but we still sent Jamie and Kerry on their own on the plane as 11 and 13 years old.
So how does it feel to have your own kids fall in love with Frost Valley after all those years?
Well, they keep telling me, isn't it fantastic that you came to Frost Valley all those years ago? Because if you hadn't done, we would have missed out on
Absolutely
that.
not.
So they answer that question for themselves.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic. You know, just the much of it is, you know, much of it is the same. Some things are changed in terms of buildings and infrastructure, but you know, it's the people that make it. And,
What's
you know,
so give me an
spirit is
instance
there.
of what's the same.
I suppose the energy and vitality and just the you meet good people here, and people who are willing to always give of themselves. You know, who as I say, have got that energy and want to share it with other people and do their very best for the kids and create the magic for them. So that's what it's all about, isn't
Thanks,
it?
Stuart. We're glad you're back. And next summer, we need you to be back for 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'll try and bring Mr. McNamee and family as well.
Exactly,
So
that's
he'll
right.
Be
You
familiar
are,
with the,
for the record, you're
yes.
very much in touch with Mike McNamee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll
all
bring
right.
him back if I can.
Great.
Kicking and screaming. No, he won't kick and scream, but we'll be back, I hope.
And you're driving a rental car
Driving a
right
rental
now,
car
and
right
you're
now.
and your head when you go out the camp road, which way are you going to turn?
I need to find out Glenn Horton's address. He sent me an email, so I'm not quite sure where that is, but I'm meeting him for dinner tonight, and then I'm back to New York City and flying home again in a couple
How
of
does
days.
it feel to drive out of Frost Valley?
Not so good. You know, having come, I want to stay, but unfortunately this year I can't. But it just makes me more determined to do it in the future.
All right, we'll look for you when you get back. Thanks, Stuart.
Okay.